everybody, my name is Sweat. Today we're going to be talking about harmless phrases that actually will harm your mental health a lot. Did you ever ask for somebody advice but see them saying something that not even caused you sadness but also even caused you to be worse than before? Well, let's look at some of these harmless phrases that you may have said to somebody or somebody said to you. First, everything happens for a reason. Do you ever heard somebody saying like that? If yes, then be careful because there's gonna be a sign for a really toxic effects. Everything happens for a reason. Imagine that time you lost your friend because they are not playing exactly with you. They just use you. And you come to somebody else to ask for advice. And they said everything happens for a reason. Well, the reason is that they used you. It's gonna be something that makes you to think about that worst thing that can happen to you, making you feel useless or somehow. So it could be a sign that it could show you that you're being pathetic. But it's totally fine. Don't really think so. Because sometimes things could happen without you even noticing. So don't care about those false sentences. I'd love to help you, but what? Well, I'd love to help you is a really great sign, but the word but before it is showing that they just try to say so to make you happy and they're not wanting to help you at all. So it could be even worse than just saying, I'm sorry, but I can't help. Next, it's not the worst thing. Usually, in your moment when you're sad, you always think that it's the worst ever thing that have happened. But people, they can say it's not the worst thing. So that could just help you to receive a thinking that there's gonna be things that are even worse. So this is gonna be something really bad. Next, it's nothing, don't worry about it. Like I've heard about this phrase for like thousands of times. How can you stop worrying about something when it affects you so much? And by saying it's nothing, don't worry about it, it's just showing that they try to cause you to become a pathetic people that over feel about something too much. So try to skip those. I've been there too. Did they ever try to relate with you by saying I've been there too? Well, it's totally really bad because I have been there too. Just sounds to listeners as I've been there, and I promise you that we could just let it go and do things that we like to pass it. It just caused the listeners to have more pressure and starting to feel worse than ever. So please, even if you're trying to relate to somebody, don't use this phrase. Last but not least, you're strong, you can do this. If they can't do this, then they're gonna be weak? Huh? Don't use this phrase in any kinds of situations. Sometimes you could hear it in some quotes, but not always. Remember that these phrases could be used in different situations. So please try to think 3 times before you actually say, because it's gonna be something really important that could affect to the listeners' feelings a lot. But that is all I want to talk about for today. Thank you for listening and goodbye. Have a good mood.